I'm not a poet, I'm poetry. Watch as I entangle my identity in these metaphors, speak to you in similes. Mirror reflecting these testimonies through the reflection of your eyes. I can be blues or victories on your lines. You decide. My pen is crowned in gold. Melanin Qween giving you these colorful dimensions. My words stimulate the mind, raising the vibration of people while cutting through egos. These sheets ain't always comfortable to get lost in. Just know I bring you from the darkness to the light. Not saying my way is always right, I just resonate with what sounds right to me. So if you dare to take a look inside, keep an open mind. Know there's graffiti all through these poetic streets that makes me. Each tattoo has a story entangling pieces of me. I'm not a poet, I'm poetry. I speak to you in similes. Mirror reflecting these testimonies through the reflection of your eyes. I can be blues or victories on your lines. You decide how you perceive me through your eyes. I'm Complex Angel. Now let me stimulate your mind. Peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Welcome to Is It Too Complex for You? Stimulate Your Mind Style. I am Complex Angel. I am a Stimulate Your Mind Awareness coach, a poet, an author, and I also am a self-love advocate. I am doing a mini series on attachment styles, and I have the lovely Qween and my dear friend, my dear poet bro, Crosby in the building. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves before we get into it. So, beautiful Qween, can you go first?
Peace, love, and abundance. My name is Qween. I am a self taught herbalist. I'm a poet and I'm also an actress. And I am ready to talk about attachment styles.
Yes, let's go. Crosby?
Um, yo, I'm Crosby. I do poetry and shit like that. Sometimes I be shit talking. It's nothing special, but it's something special. Honestly, I'm just a square ass nigga who be around, and this is one of the things I'm around for. So, yeah, I'm talking about attachment styles.
I'm here for it. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick because today we are talking about attachment styles and relationships. So I just want to let the audience know a little bit about that. So let me go to share screen. All right, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for y'all. I forgot this goes back to the fall. All right, so we are talking about, is it my reality or theirs? So the attachment styles and relationships for secure, this is a person who shows positive models of themselves, positive models of others. They have low anxiety, they have low avoidance, they're comfortable in relationships and with intimacy, and they're self-confident. Dismissive avoidant, this is a person who has positive models of themselves. They know how to think the best about themselves, but when it comes to other people, they have negative models of them. They have low anxiety but high avoidance. If anything makes them feel uncomfortable, they are out. They are self sufficient. They don't need nobody. They avoid emotional intimacy, and they usually do not initiate or seek deep relationships. Preoccupied slash anxious, this is a person who has negative models of themselves and they are positive about others. They have high anxiety, low avoidance, meaning that they will stay around and try to work on things, but they're very anxious about always making things right. They have desires for closeness, they're worried about, and they're always preoccupied with their relationships. A fearful, avoidant, disorganized person, they have negative models of themselves and negative models of others. They have high anxiety, high avoidance. They desire closeness, but they have a hard time trusting others, and they fear rejection and abandonment. So, yeah, that is, as you see, I know a lot about it because I see a lot of myself in all of it, but we go get right into it. My first question: what attachment style have you been in a relationship with before, and what attachment style did it bring out in you? Queen, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, I'll keep it recent. I've been in both a dismissive avoidant relationship, and also a I think it was hold on. I think it was preoccupied. Yeah. So they both brought out like different attachment styles for me. Like the one who has the dismissive avoidant definitely brought out the fearful avoidant in me,
Mm,
because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I was being put to the side. I felt like they were always, looking for the next best thing. And, it made me very disorganized. Like, it definitely gave me a sense of fear, abandonment, definitely opened up a lot of abandonment wounds.
mm,
Um, and it gave me, a negative outlook on others. Like, it really, really messed with the relationship that I had after that.
mm,
And that one, as I said, was preoccupied. And that one actually brought out the dismissiveness in me, because they were in a sense of like the anxiety. I'm a type of person where, like, if I'm around it for long enough, there's a good chance I'm gonna feed off of it. So, like, I try to avoid a lot of the things that I don't want to be identified with or anything like that. So I was very, very avoidant in that relationship. Unfortunately, I was not as intimate or deep in that relationship, and I can take accountability for that. But at the same time, it was a reaction to the
mm,
attachment style that I was getting from that person. So yeah, I've dealt with both dismissive and avoidant. The dismissive and avoidant made me very, very fearful and disorganized, and the preoccupied anxious relationship made me dismissive and avoidant. So
mm.
yeah.
And they say black women do not hold themselves accountable.
Mm.
I love that and I resonate so much. But I'm gonna let Crosby go before I answer.
Um, Personally, I've experienced, I would say the first one, secure uh attachment style, just because I feel like that's the like we all want that first off, just the name in general, just the securement, just to feel that you're secure and that you just are wanted. Now what it brought out from me is just like the type of person I am is just like I want securement, but it's like at the same time, like I don't want to say I'll just be chilling or whatever, because that's like such a nigga answer. But I just be chilling, and it's like, I don't, not like I don't have um good thought process, a good model of myself. It's more as though like with myself, I don't. My thing is like I don't put nothing past anybody, and that could
Mm,
be from like friendships, relationships, of familial ships. I don't even know if familial ships is the word. It's a word
mm.
today.
Yes.
And it is okay. Look at that. Huh. Philadelphia school system didn't fail me that much. All right. But like it like kind of just brought out what was the second one called? The second, like it wasn't like you had
Dismissive
bad a
avoidant.
bad model. What was it?
Dismissive and avoidant.
Yeah, dismissive and avoidant. Like it would just be like for me, it would be like I'll I'll see a problem and it'll be like cool, solid. I'm gonna be aware of it for next time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I notice it next time, now it's like, all right, first time I'll like obviously both times like I'll bring it to attention how it was a problem, but next time, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna be more aware of your like response to me bringing it up.
Mm. Ooh.
Mm.
I want to like really I resonated with Queen and the familiar ships. I really understand that because I look at that like a situationship or like when a person is showing you their side, but it's like, yo, I'd rather go with what I know is familiar than try to learn a whole new devil. So I felt that. But the whole dismissive and avoidant and them abandonment wounds, oh my gosh. Every relationship, every intimate relationship I feel like triggers you the most. And that's so crazy because it's like nobody really know you like the person you fucking. Let's just be honest.
They see you
Um,
naked, okay?
yes, yeah. And we sip. So it's like for me in the past, I was the anxious avoidant and also dismissive avoidant. I was dismissive avoidant whenever I was with someone that knew what they wanted. But because I wasn't being poured into as a child, that was foreign to me. Like, you doing too much. And then
Mm,
I got to a place in my life where I was like, yo, what is wrong with you? Why do you think this is wrong when you know you be crying when you watching all these romantic movies wanting it to be you, but why can't you receive it? So it's like as I started going on my healing journey, a recent relationship that I was in, but we broke up. Um, I can't really say what attachment style he had, but I would say from reading this, it shows like fearful avoidant. Because, he told me, he said, you're the first woman that loved me for who I am. I don't have to perform with you. And when you're used to performing, I always tell people, you can't expect me to learn how to write with my left perfectly if I've been writing with my right. So if you're so used to performing and that's embedded in you, you gotta learn, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now I gotta really show up as me. I don't we hide behind performance. So it was like a lot of times, I guess he felt like I didn't need him, but I always try to show gratitude. But I can't help my independent nature because I grew up around people that I really couldn't depend on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get let down so much, you just learn, fuck it, I'll do it myself. But I still try to give gratitude. So I think in this relationship, I got dismissive when it came to his triggers. And what I mean by that is like whenever he would have trust issues about stuff that he went through in the past, he tried to project it on me. And I used to say, no, I'm not holding that. That's your trigger. I can't
mm,
heal you through it. All I can do is encourage you to heal through it. And he would feel
mm,
like I was being dismissive. But I've just learned I can't take on people's wars that has nothing to do with me. I can't heal a wound that I never caused.
mm.
So, yeah. Anybody want to piggyback before I go to the next question?
Yeah, you want to go ahead, Crosby?
Yeah, cause like I'm not gonna lie, I really be hating it when it's like, oh yeah, like I got baggage from like my ex. Why? Let's burn his house down. Like I really like cause it'd be like I don't be expecting my significant other to like come already healed, but
Yes.
it do be like the simple part of like how I am as a person. I don't hold I don't hold grudges. I just
Mhm.
more as though like I'll forgive, but I don't forget, if that makes
Yes.
sense. Because it'd be like,
Perfect
I'm
sense.
not going to go into my next relationship thinking, yeah, that last person, they did some real messed up shit to me. And I'm going to think that you do it too. Because that's not fair. But it's just
Mm.
going to be like, cool, I know what to look for and I know what to like stand out. And I'll let that like not simmer, but it's like, bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm not expecting you to heal me, but I am expecting you to like, I'm not expecting you to heal me, but I am expecting you to like at least move a little different,
Mm.
if that makes
Yes.
I
sense.
resonate with
Yeah.
that so much. And like you definitely you brought something up that needs to be addressed. That's a red flag. Like if somebody comes into a relationship already talking about the previous relationship, that means they're still attached to that previous relationship and they probably shouldn't even be with you in the first place. That's when you need to be by yourself because at that point you're going around trying to find this person and everybody else and lo and behold you mess up a relationship that could have been something good but now it's fixed on a rocky foundation because you decide, oh my god, my ex never did this or da 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 da, and it's like I don't know, like I take so much accountability for my actions that like I be thinking like, do people not hear themselves or do they not care or have they not thought of putting themselves in the other person's shoes to see how they would feel to hear something like that? That's like I'm real quick. That's like
No,
the
you good. You good.
that Usher song. You know the Usher song. You remind me of a girl that
Yes.
back then everybody was like, oh my god, and it's like what? I remind you of your ex girlfriend.
I'm
Like
We.
gonna lie to you, that's my one of my favorite Usher songs. Cause like I can't say that.
that's
I would get slut. Like imagine I said that in a poem. You know how many people would hate me? Cause like not, but it's like, dang,
Mm.
you remind me
no,
of
but
my
it's real. I
love,
mean,
and
think
it's
about
like,
that.
bro,
Like, how would you feel if a girl came up and be like, man, you remind me of my ex boyfriend. Just the way you wear your hair, and he used to wear his glasses that way. It's like, huh? Like, I don't
Mm.
First
care
off,
if you're
because I
dancing
know she
and
lying,
jigging,
because
you know?
impossible, because I made this
Mm.
style up. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's like,
But in
I,
the words of Usher, though, he did say at the end of it, "This is why I can't get with you." Most will try to get with you and change you into that person. I feel like we're also attached to a script because I know I had a script growing up. You get what I'm saying? Like I had a roof over my head. I had food in my belly. I had clothes on my back. But it was a lot of addiction in my household, and y'all know with that comes erratic behavior. So I used to have to daydream of myself somewhere else to feel safe. And I ended up getting like, oh, I need people to move like this in my script so that I can feel safe. And I didn't realize I was coming off as controlling. Cause like, yes, no relationship is going to be perfect and people are going to have baggage, but it's like Queen said though, when you are bringing in baggage that is still not secure, like it's falling all over the place, it's going to be a rocky foundation in that next one. And I'm sure Queen can attest to this because, me and her are both in the healing community too. When you're a healer, you always, 9 times out of 10, attract people that are broken and just want your light. And it's like, I can't be a therapist. I want to be a partner. I can't be a healer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my job, but it's not my job to heal you. You get what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm never healing anybody else. I'm just letting them know my story and you take what you want from it, but don't expect me to save you. That's what I'm
Mm.
tired of. So yeah.
No, you hit it right on the head, like, and I mean, it kind of goes into the next question. I'll wait for the next question because
I'm
like
about,
it,
I'm about
it
to go into
ties
it right
into
now.
that a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna go into it right now. How many people have tried to project their inner battles onto you? When did you realize you need to detach from it, or is it that still something you haven't detached from yet?
So with that one, and being a healer and being somebody who helps people with the things that they go through, I used to constantly get looked at as the shadow, because anywhere I go, like, y'all know me, everywhere I go, I'm happy go lucky, smiling, all of that. And people don't like that. There's a large amount of people who don't like the fact that you can just be happy just by existing. Like,
Mhm.
I've had people literally come up to me and ask me, what am I so happy for? And it's like, it's weird. Like, that right there is a projection right there. That right there is you projecting your own, because they can't fathom how somebody could just be happy go lucky, like, on their own. And it's like, I can't count how many times somebody tried to make their issues my own, solely because I'm here to help other people. I will say that it's hard to detach from, because like I'm a feeler, like, I'm not going to say, like, this whole energy nonsense, but I'm very, very sensitive. Like, not even just to energy, just sensitive. Like, if if my food falls on the ground, or like if a piece of cake falls on the ground, I might bust a tear.
Oh.
That's how sensitive I am. So like, when it comes to that, I have not yet detached from other people, putting their ish on me, because
Mm.
it's like, I'm in a weird space. I have a weird attachment to it. It's like I'm not just like, how can I put this? It has to be a cut. Like, I can't just remove myself. And it's a mind thing for me too. It's like, once I find out that you're using me as a trash can, I can't find a good way to detach from you. No, I have to cut you. I have to cut you off. Like, I literally have to remove you altogether. And that just it literally just dawned on me that that's like a weird form of attachment as well, because like, I'm still attached to it until I'm ready to cut it off. So it's
Mm.
like, I've had that happen so many times. Like, some people it's really easy to detach, especially with time. Like if I have enough time and enough things to keep myself, like busy, I won't even remember that I had a connection with this person. But other times, especially when it's trying to take away from what I already have. Like say, because I'm real secure within myself. Like
Yes.
maybe not relationships, but when it comes to secure, I'm secure with myself. And when
Mm.
somebody tries to take that security from me, that's when, and that's a weird, like that's also an attachment style too. Like I'm now attached to cutting you off. Now I have to cut you off. Type of energy. So yeah, that's where I'm
Hey yo, I love it. Crosby.
at.
What was the question again?
Sure, sure. Have
I'm
you?
sorry, I rambled.
No, you fine. You fine. Listen, we gonna do this. How many people have tried to project their inner battles onto you? Is it easy from you? Is it easy for you to detach from it, or are you struggling?
Oh, I would say like a lot of people. I honestly, it depends on like how close I am with that person or our relationship. Does that make sense? Like for
That
Yes.
makes
instance, my
perfect sense.
with
Perfect.
Koya. That for people watching, Koya's my girlfriend. And obviously her battles are my battles are her battles. So it's like that's like one thing. But if it's like where I feel like if the closer we are to friends, will really depend what this energy is. But like, is it easy for me to detach from it? Um, Kind of, yeah. Only
Mhm.
because like
Depends.
it it's just like it depends on like because a lot of things are like I think for like me it's different because it's like I think I got asked this question one time for like one of my other friends interviews or podcasts and the question was like me being a guy and like and having friends who will like do weird things, how do I not let that affect me or something? And it's just
Mm.
like I just can't. Like I just don't let it affect me. So when it comes to like they harbor the energy when like oh yeah I'm they're putting their energy on me, it'd be like bro, I'd be in my head and just be like realistically I don't care. Like now I
Mm.
don't care. It's just like everyone who knows me and they tell me about my stuff, they know that like, oh yeah, I can tell Crosby because either A, he doesn't care, or B, he already knows about it and he just like again doesn't care. Because it really is just like that. I just don't care sometimes. And it just be like when that energy gets put on me, it's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, realistically, this has nothing to do with me. Like I feel like that's my favorite response to stuff. This has nothing to do with me. Like I'm just listening to this because you're my man's. But outside of that,
Mm.
yeah,
No,
like
Respect
listen.
that for
realistically,
real.
I respect that. I like how you said, my girl battles is my battles. Um, for me, I definitely have been holding people's projections since I was a little kid. And I think now that I am learning to detach from it, I think that's why I'm like, y'all don't want to be in control of other people's battles because I've been putting off mine for so long. I got to tend to them.
Mhm.
Um, it is hard for me to detach, and that's crazy because I just found out my top three. My sun is Leo, my rising and my moon are both in Sagittarius. My sister's a Sagittarius. She can detach real quick. Fuck these niggas. And I'm like, well, how come, like, what I'm saying, how come I have a hard time, but I'm also an empath, and I've learned to embrace that, but I've had to learn to set boundaries and look at them as acts of love to protect myself because it's so easy for me. I've never liked being in the hot seat. I never liked being um on someone's bad side. I always wanted to be in control of how they viewed me as a good person. But you're not in control. Sometimes you're going to be the villain, and you have to be okay with that because it's like Crosby said, like, this ain't got shit to do with me. Because a lot of times, a person's battle and how they handle it is more so about them. How you respond is more so about you. But it's like I think I'm at a place of I just don't want to lose myself. That's why I really
Mhm.
resonate with what you said earlier, Queen, because I've definitely lost myself in relationships. So I think I'm still trying to learn what can I take on that is going to I can just observe and it not absorb me, or you know what I'm saying, and what do I need to let go to protect myself because I know it's too much for me. So yeah.
you know, say hi.
Mhm.
Did you I want to
Quick.
say something, Harvey?
Oh, sorry. Koya came in. She wants to say hi.
Hey, hey,
Hi,
okay. Did you want to say something back to the West today?
Um, Honestly, I agree with everything that we're saying. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's easier for me as a guy to detach from stuff because like we're already expected to not feel. I don't know. We're already expected to not feel stuff because so a lot of guys we stay in this weird field of fuck what's this shit called this weird field of like um I'm disappointed. I'm surprised, but I'm not disappointed. Oh, my fault.
Mm,
I'm
Flabbergasted.
this not even the flabbergasted. I'm disappointed, not surprised. There we go.
Mm.
Because like we
mm,
stay in this thing of like, say if it's like a lot of guys, right? We had to learn that like, hey, I might not be getting a birthday today. Cool. Like my family said they're gonna do stuff for my birthday, but then again, I know how shit goes. Cool. Your birthday comes up. Or you're not. They told you you're getting a cake for your birthday. You don't get a cake for your birthday, and now you're like, oh, that sucks. Well, and then just like for me personally, it's like y'all know me. Me personally, it's just be like, I just hate stuff. I just harbor hate heart and just be
mm.
like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put this into something because cool, because like but I'm not gonna let that affect me.
Mm.
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 Did you want to say anything before we go on to the next question, Queen?
Um, honestly, like, I mean, everything that y'all said, um, yeah, I just need to let that resonate with me because there were a few things that y'all said that I, you know, I we can move on. We can move on.
No, listen, I
I
understand. I
don't know
understand.
if I'm ready to talk about that yet. We can move on.
I respect it. Listen. Last question in this segment: is it easy or difficult for you to have quality time with yourself and not feel guilty for how others will receive it?
Hmm.
Oh, 100%.
Love being by
You go ahead.
myself.
Go ahead, Crosby.
Love being by myself. People be like, oh yeah, how do you keep yourself warm at night? Very easily. I just embrace darkness and it just be like, all right, cool. Like it'd be like, yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm my homegirl's favorite girlfriend. Cause yeah, my homegirls call me about anything. They be like, "Wait, what you doing? Sitting in the dark, planning my next evil plan." Whew. Like, yo,
We listen. Shout out to Koya. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Koya.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Like I feel like being by yourself is needed because it's like you can't always be around people.
Mm,
Like I understand. Like I understand. Like the people would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a people person. I love being around people." How? Like honestly, how? You got to enjoy that time with yourself and just be like. So when people be like, "Oh well, what do you like to do for fun?" Oh, I like to do this, that, and the third. And then it'd be like, okay, they either be like, "Oh, it's that's weird," but I'm surprisingly having fun, or it
mm.
just be like they're just straight out just, "Oh, I'm having so much fun," and I've never been here before. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. Never, come fuck with a nigga. Like it's just like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Koya, what you about to say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always by myself. I don't feel guilty. The only time I feel guilty is when it's like my mom or something. Like if I don't talk to her for a couple of days, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, you ain't call me, you ain't do this." So I'll feel guilty then. But you know, and it kind of goes back to like my attachment style. I would say that I'm definitely more of a um like I would say I'm more, well, no, not preoccupied. I'm a little bit of everything when it comes to, how people react to me, either not calling them, not texting them. And it's like, it's really not my duty. Like if you're not my man, and I'll be honest with you, I don't have many friends. I don't really have people that like I talk to on a regular basis. So I don't expect anyone to call me and be like, why haven't you talked to
Mm,
me in so long? That's just, that's how I protect my peace. Like I used to be outside all the time. Like I used to have like umpteen many people, everybody calling my phone, type of energy. But like after a while, you realize that like not everybody deserves you. And I'm about to sit on my own pedestal. Not everybody deserves me.
mm,
Very, very few people deserve my energy. And I've accepted that. I have accepted the fact that not everybody, deserves my energy. And I am going to protect it the best way I know that I can. And that's by staying to myself. So no, I don't feel guilty. I only feel guilty if it's like my mom or my brother, or if somebody significantly feels some type of way. Like if you really coming to me with like sincerity, like damn, like I thought we were friends, and then blah blah blah, I might have like some sort of acknowledgement to it, but I don't think I'll feel guilty. No, only my mother can make me feel guilty, honestly. My mother and my brother. Yeah.
Man, I struggle with this. That's why I was laughing when y'all both said no. It's easy. I struggle.
At the
Um,
time of my life, child.
Listen, I get, you know how you said that you are attached to detaching and cutting people off, but like you have to get to that place. That's me. I don't take time for solitude until I feel detached and like drained because I need to recharge. And it's not because I'm around energy drainers, but a lot of times when you're around people, you need to recharge. You know what I'm saying? Like whether that's good or bad. So I'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all seen the note. Like a couple weeks ago I said, please pray for me. I don't usually do that because I was going through it. Dark thoughts was really trying to come and I was like, I need extra prayers to make sure that they don't overpower because I just felt so out of control. And I
Mm,
don't like when I feel out of control, but it's crazy when you ask God for stuff, right? The universe will start working and teaching you. Because I kept saying, teach me how to let go of control. And what I mean by that is let go of control over life. Okay, car breaks down.
mm,
Okay, central air went out. And they came on and said, we got to order the part. So you coming home to hot ass house and everything. And I know it could be so much worse, but it's just like so much is happening. And I think the breakup happened like a couple months before that. And it's like, so much is happening. I haven't had a chance to process just one storm. Like, damn, God. So
mm,
I needed that extra prayers. And that was the time where I just put my phone on do not disturb. People were calling me and I felt bad, but I was like, I don't like where my head is at and I don't want to take it out on y'all. But, when I answered and y'all were understanding, but I still feel guilty. It's a recovering people pleasing tactic that I am learning to let go of because I was a huge people pleaser from childhood to the end of 20s. So I'm still learning in my 30s. You come first, prioritize you.
And I feel like that's why, because like I've noticed that too, especially when you make a decision to, just do something differently or just put your life, like, just do a whole 180.
Hmm.
Things will fall off. The things from your previous life will fall off. And the way that they fall off determines who you become at the end of the day.
Mm,
Like, cause I can't tell you how many times, child, I have a corner. I have a literal corner that I go in and I literally cry sometimes because at the end of the day, I don't have anything else to do. I can't do anything else at that point because if I really wanted to do what I wanted to do, I'd be screaming, I'd be cussing, I'd be fighting the air, I'd be doing all types of crazy stuff. But that is not going to help who I want to become. That'll just,
yeah.
revert me back to what this situation is trying to take me out of. So
Mm,
I like to look at it as like the things that you go through, like you're meant to go through them because you're meant to be your own your own safety net. Like at
yeah.
that point when, especially when you, ooh, child, like when you like really do call people and they don't answer, like literally you call 5 people, they don't answer, it's for you. Like
Mm,
this is between you and God or whomever, you mess with. Like
yeah.
that at that situation, like that's something. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta be your own. You gotta be your own attachment style. Like you gotta be attached to yourself at that point because
Mm,
there's no other way of looking at it. Like when you've hit that, and we all know that feeling. Like it hits you. Like damn. Like I'm by
mm.
myself. That's when you build. Like literally, like it sounds stupid, I know, but that's when you build. That's when you start building your character. That's when you start building your resources. That's when you start accepting the fact that only you got you, because at the end of the day, who else is around? So yeah, I
Definitely.
mean, like, honestly, that was the character builder for real for you, Complex.
Thank you.
Like, I would look
Thank
at it as like, yeah, I would put that on the bulletin board, like I made it.
thank you.
I did what I was supposed to.
Yes,
Hmm.
thank you. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. You want to go, Crosby? I'm sorry, my bad.
No problem. I was just saying I agree because like I feel like when you're by yourself and you like it depends on like what you're by yourself for. If you're just by yourself, just just by yourself, and you're just sitting there chilling and you nothing really going on, that's the time you gotta think about like, all right, cool. How do I handle my own life? What am I doing anything right? Mostly like a peer, like a personal review of yourself. And you're sitting there like, am I
Hmm.
doing anything right? Am I doing anything good? What do I need to change about myself? What do I change about my craft or whatever? And then you start learning things both about yourself. You start
Mm,
realizing yourself about situations. Like I feel like those in those moments when you're just alone, you can like you can actually see things from a different light. And it's like you start thinking about, I feel like we all do it. You just be in the shower, you're just like, you be doing arguments with yourself, like, oh damn, I should have said this, I should have said that. In those same moments, like, not gonna lie, you be thinking about situations, and it's like you think about situations, you're like, you start putting dots together, you start doing whole
yes.
bulletin boards, and then you start putting those dots together, and it's like, yo, I knew I was in the right because if you once you start actually looking at it and you being like, hold on, that situation was real weird, but it's like, all right, cool, I see how we got there.
Mm.
Now, so I feel like at those
Mm.
moments, those are the moments you need to be like, all right, cool. I was wrong for this? All right, cool. I was wrong for that. Let me apologize. Fine, cool. And then like you also be like, no, I'm gonna take this to the grave. And then it's those very rare moments to where though you just like start connecting dots on like just drama that you know about, like drama that don't
Mm.
even have nothing to do with you, and you're
Mm,
like, hold
Mhm.
on, I realized when he did that, and then you're just
Mhm.
like, oh, that's hilarious, and then you
mm.
laugh, about it later. So it's like you got it. You need those alone moments.
Yes. They make you stronger. And I just really wanted to extend my gratitude because I know both of y'all reached out to me. And like, I'm a real and raw person. I can say without having to fully say everything. And I just want to say thank y'all. And I'm still learning. And doing this podcast helps me to understand more about my attachment style because I have personal experience with this, like we all do. So thank y'all. We're going to go into the next segment. It's called I Said What I Said. I
Mhm.
pulled 5 different pictures. I'm gonna just read one by one and we're gonna get y'all perception on it, okay? So the first one says, love the person, but give the person total freedom. Love the person, but from the very beginning, make it clear that you are not selling your freedom. What's your
Mm.
take on that?
Mm. So I want to say that that's 100%, but deep down, I don't know if I can fully commit to that,
mm,
because it's like, when I'm in love, a lot of things go out the window. Like, and it's just, I can be like, "Oh yeah, like that sounds good." Like, but if I'm presented with that, like, I might end up, yeah, like tying some sort of knot somewhere that shouldn't have been, without
mm,
actually taking the time to have the conversation about, if anybody even wants to be tied down in the first place. So
mm.
that's something I'm gonna need to sit with.
That's honesty. Listen, we here with you. Crosby?
Um. Okay. Let me. Okay. Hold on. I need you to read the picture again, just so I can make sure my thought is
Sure, sure.
correct.
So it says, love the person, but give them total freedom. Love the person, but from the very beginning, you make it clear that you are also not selling your freedom.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got my thought. Okay. Um. How I see that is just like sometimes you gotta love somebody from a distance. Like people don't like. I feel like people don't realize. Like I feel like that's why a lot of relationships or a lot of people stay in relationships that they know they shouldn't be a part of. Because it'd be
Mm,
like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like you can love a person. I got a couple friends that like I love them to death or whatever. But for different situations, it's like I gotta love you from a distance because of your opinion of who you are, your
mm,
something that you did. Like I feel like me as a guy and having guy friends, and it's like sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we guys be drawing, like we just be walling about situations. So we gotta hold our friends and ourselves accountable to be like, yo, what you did was walling, and like I don't vibe with it, I don't fuck with it. So I do love you, I do care about you, but it's like, hey, you mean I need you to stay over there for like both my sake, your sake, and just be like, bro, everybody. So I agree with that.
I see both perspectives and I definitely understand Queen. It's hard to commit because I'm at a space where I want someone to experience me, not possess me, because I know what it's like to be in a physical and emotional abusive relationship. But I also have to be what I'm asking. And I don't know if it's a fire sign thing, but I know as Leo, I'm not always comfortable with change. And then I
Mm.
have to check myself, right? So like with the freedom part, because I realized I used to be that person. I remember someone told me back in the day, they was like, you only check your boyfriend's messages because that's the only way that you can trust him. You don't even
Mm,
trust his word. Baby, I used to go through the phones. I tried to go to like Metro at the time, try to get the text thread. I'm so serious because I was so afraid to be hurt.
mm,
I always heard, like it's like whenever I get into relationships, the women around me I always heard like, oh, expect him to cheat. It's in his DNA to cheat. Or men, you know what I'm saying, you're not the only one he's texting. And it's like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna prove that narrative wrong. So I used to be the one checking the messages, wanting you to stick to a script. And it gets crazy when you do that. You get what I'm saying?
mm,
So is I'm like, yo, in order for me to be that, I have to let go of some of my controlling ways too. Because I learned it growing up. I knew the nature of talking at a man, and you wonder, what I'm saying, when you see them shut down and you think back to what you say to them, and it's like, damn, I was shut down too. So I'm even learning to change how I talk to a person. So I think it's just it all comes with time and learning because you're not going to do everything right in a relationship, but you do have to be what you're asking for. And I don't want nobody controlling me or checking up on me. My dad didn't sign my birth certificate. I don't need a daddy. I really do need a partner. You know what I'm saying? Someone that uplifts me and I uplift them, and we choose each other through the storms, and we try to grow. And and if we do come to a place where one of us becomes complacent, we love each other enough to leave and not hold on and stay, like Crosby said, in places where you should have been left. So that's my
mm.
take. Okay. How we feeling? Go to the next one?
Feeling good. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So the second picture. Love becomes painful the moment it turns into possession. The people we cherish are gifts to experience, not promises to keep forever. What's your take on that?
I don't know if I like that one very much. Cause what's then what's the point of marriage? Well, what's
Mm.
the point of having that commitment if I can't have you to that extent? Could you read it again for me? I feel like I might have.
No, no, you're fine. Love becomes painful the moment it turns into possession. The people we cherish are gifts to experience, not promises to keep forever.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know because like I'm the type of person I do want to get married. I can see where the possession can become a negative thing, but I
Hmm.
mean, then what's marriage? What's marriage if we are not in a forever thing?
Hmm.
I mean, and let me clarify what I mean by possess because like being possessive has such a negative connotation that like you know a ring on the finger is some sort of possession, like you belong to somebody. So like that's where I'm coming from. I'm not
Yeah.
coming from a where was you at, me, but like like if we're married, I do expect a forever. And I do expect that you at least, have some sort of idea of belonging to someone because you kind of do.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's just my take on it.
I respect that. I do. I was about to call you by your first name. I did not know that was your first name, Crosby. I was like, well, so yeah. Keep going.
Oh yeah, don't worry. A lot of people like whenever people find out my first name, they be like, "Oh my God, Crosby's not your first name," and I'm like, "Listen, we can do this later. It's a whole thing." Yeah,
Oh,
but yes, I have a very Philly nigga Muslim name. Yeah. Um.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna. I agree with Queen because I feel like first off, let's get it straight now. I feel like when it comes to like marriage, if
Mhm.
you break that like that tie of yo, like first off, marriage. I don't understand how people can have like four or five different marriages.
Mhm.
I don't get it. Like that's one thing. For me, it's like I'm gonna be honest. I'm doing this. I'm getting married one time. After that, we're not doing this again. A marriage
Yeah.
is like what, like 10,000. Like I'm gonna be honest. Y'all not. It's either like we were gonna get married this one time and we're gonna stay together, or like, listen, we gotta work something out. I can't do it again. But like, I
Mm.
feel
Hey, yep.
like I agree with the statement of like a relation. It gets painful when you start like cherishing and owning it because it's like when you like when I cherish you and I have you I hold you on that pedestal of like, yo, everything you do might either hurt me or it go above and beyond. So it'd be
Mm,
like just simple cheating, right? Let's say if it's cheating is just like, yo, we're married and you had an affair. And that's like, bro, that's like, what was the point of getting married then? We could have just stayed in a relationship. For we could have done a whole thing and just been like, we can just do a whole thing of like, oh yeah, like we just have an open marriage. You go do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. Cool, great. We're not really holding each other, but we're not holding each other accountable. We just doing our own thing. Fine, cool. Didn't need to get married for that, but I.
mm,
And then it's like I hold you to that standard of like, bro, we're no longer we're only for each other. We're only locked down for each other. We're gonna have we shit. We got each other's bank account numbers. Like, bro.
yeah.
I have your
So it's
last
like
name. Like, what are we talking about?
exactly, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had to give up. Like,
I had to give
I
up my
can't go
last
outside no more.
name.
I got
Yeah.
people gotta be like, oh yeah, are you married? I'm gonna be like, yeah, and they'd be like, ah, oh, damn, I really didn't like you. Could have said something beforehand. Like, bro, I hate when people when like I get into a relationship and we're really locked in, and then it'd be like, oh yeah, damn, I really fucked with you, and I'm like, ah, yeah, sorry, can't do it. And then like the person person I'm with, they do some fucked up shit. Now it's like, yo, I just curved Shorty. I just
Mm,
Mm,
curved the big one.
mm.
Like you could have at least like give me a heads up before I did that. Now I gotta now I gotta recall her, tell her I lied, tell her my fault. Shit,
oh.
like shit, damn.
So I think, okay, from what I'm interpreting from what y'all are saying, I look at that as like, yes, it is a possession, but it's like I'm protective of this person. I feel like just like too much water can be damaging, everything when it's too much and it's out of control, it can be a lot. Like there can be a thin line where you just setting all these boundaries, but it's like, nah, baby, that's slowly turning into garden. You ain't letting nothing in. Like, oh, he sneezed the wrong way, cut off. There's some people like that. Like, oh, he acting funny, but that person may be going through something. So like for me, I think when I think of possession, because I had this belief in an intimate relationship that I want to be all for you. You don't need your boys. I was very clingy. Oh my God, I remember back in like 2020, that was a trying time. Me and my boyfriend would hang out, and then it's like once the world started opening back up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm about to go hang with my boys." I'm just like, I'm just all sad, and I got an attitude because I didn't have a life of my own, and I just wanted him to be up under me. So I feel like that's possession, where you start taking a person's world that they know away. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, like in friendship. So like, say if like I'm experiencing Queen, because I mean this goes for friendships too. So like, okay, I know that Queen does not like to talk after a certain time because she likes to recharge. Instead of me making it about me, oh Queen, you know what I'm saying, I should be the exception to the rule. I'm experiencing, I'm allowing her to have that. I think with the freedom part, is like you let a person do what they choose to do and you just sit back to see what they choose to do. Because it's like I seen in a meme today. I told you what I desire, and if I see you moving different, it's time to cut it off. Because yes, we do want forever, but I've learned like people grow apart, and that's the saddest thing. And it sometimes don't even be a bad thing. It's just sometimes y'all are going down two different paths. It don't mean your path is bad or mine's is wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just we don't see eye to eye no more. And I think that's when it becomes possessive, where you know we ain't good for each other, but you want to hold on because you're afraid of loneliness. And I think
Mm,
that that's what a lot of people do. I don't think what y'all said was controlling possessive. It's like, no, I belong to someone. I'm loyal. I'm faithful to them, but y'all still give them the space to be. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be that person. I had to compete with 2K. You know, and it's like I made it about myself instead of understanding that maybe this is just how he relaxes. But then it's like 6 hours. Come on now, 6 fucking hours. We ain't
You
had
would
no
be surprised. You would be surprised how long these niggas can
I'm
play
not. I'm
games.
not gonna lie. You never had to play. You never had to be in the playoffs playing against LeBron and your shooter up 99. You
Get
never
off the
been there.
game. Get
Like
off the
that.
game.
Like shit.
but
Believe me.
Yeah, but it's just really all about allowing somebody to be, because now that I'm around like a sisterhood, my Splash Squad sisters, like when I say I can have a personal moment and they just be like, "Oh, we still love you through it." They don't take offense to it. They don't give me the silent treatment. I'm like, "Yo, I want that in a relationship too." Like where you just learn to give each other grace. So, I don't think what y'all was saying was bad possessive at all. I get what that means, and it's okay to want it forever. But at the same time, right? I even had to learn with twins. They don't come in at the same time. They come minutes apart.
Mm,
One
mm,
may die before the other one. So it's like, I think some people get so possessive to where they make that person their world and they
mm.
want them to do the same thing. But it's like, no, you knew that I had a life outside of this relationship, outside of this marriage. But I feel like as long as they're not cheating or breaking any of the requirements that y'all made together or the vows, everything is good. So I don't think what y'all said was bad at all. Like I respect that.
It was just the wording in it, because like I even had to think about it. I was like, I mean, if they worded it a little different, I'd be like, okay, but like, nah, I seen marriage. I'm like, hold on, like marriage is definitely a commitment where like two people are
Yes.
together. It is some sort of possessiveness in that,
Mhm.
but not like the negative. Well, I mean, they do kind of own each other. Like if we really can, like I
Yeah.
own you now. Like we're together. Like, but yeah, no, for sure.
Mm.
I
Okay.
I feel like what the thing about it is like realizing that like, oh yeah, I'm sharing my world with you as much
Mm.
as you're sharing your world with me.
Yes,
So it's
that
now we're
part.
trying to find a balance of like because I had because I me and Koya had to like realize this about each other. It's like Koya's not used to being outside, like being in the poetry community and knowing people. So
Mhm.
when we first got together, and I'm like, yeah, I go to poetry events, I be outside a lot. She was like, oh, cool, that's cool. And then she actually realized, oh yeah, I
You be
actually be
outside.
outside. Like I literally be out. I just be around and
Yes.
yeah. And so when we go outside to events, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Koya's downstairs, but she would tell y'all she would hate it every time. Like we go to somewhere and it'll be like, "Oh yo, what's up, Crosby? Oh, what's up, bro? Da da da. Oh, how you know them? I'd have no idea. I have no
Mhm.
problem seeing them. Like I'm not gonna lie. When Koya, like genuinely, when I took Koya the first Fridays, and she was just seeing everybody dap me up, and I'm like, oh yeah, they all know me from open mics. All of them
All
know
of
me
them.
from open mics. That's it.
I
And
love
that'd be it.
that.
Like
You make me
it'd
want
be
to go back
like,
outside. Like,
Yo. But you know what's crazy? Now Koya sees like it's a lot of open mics. I got pulled into a whirlwind of poetry. I ain't complaining. 20, it's so many. So it's like, oh yeah, you really be outside. But yeah, okay. We got, let me see, one, two. We got three more pictures in this segment before we go to the last one. So the next one is I stopped explaining myself when I realized other people only understand from their level of perception.
yeah, god damn, yeah.
I'll let
Can
you
I go
answer
first
first.
with this one?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
no, but
Um, This one, honestly, I had to learn this just as a guy because I had to realize that, like mostly just as a guy, I had to realize this that nobody's gonna come to our rescue. Nobody's gonna listen to when situations happen, and it just be like I started noticing that like as a guy, it's very easy to fall in them traps of like, yo, X, Y, and Z did something to me, or X, Y, and Z made me feel uncomfortable. And it's like, bro, nobody is gonna come to your rescue and be like and hear you. No,
Mm.
not saying people aren't. People there are people who will come be like, yo, what I just heard this about I just heard this happen. What the fuck happened? And you like go
Mm,
explain it to them. But all in all, when rumors start flying around and stuff start happening, people are gonna believe what they want to believe. So
yes.
it's not up to me to be sit here and be like, "Yo, can you listen to me? Can you accept my apology? Please accept my apology." Because I realized, bro, I start losing myself. Like I start realizing I'm unhappy. So it's like I gotta like, oh, a rumor happened. I'm not clearing shit up. Like
Mm,
Mm.
if y'all want to explain that, if y'all want to come talk to me and come hear the rumor and hear my side or hear what actually happened or get an explanation, cool. Outside of that, I'm not about to perform for Instagram. I'm not about to
mm,
perform for the masses. I'm not about to, oh yeah, I'm not about to act weird when I go to events and be like uncomfortable. I'm gonna be like, cool, that happened. Cool. Whoever want to ask me about it and talk to me about it, they're gonna come talk to me about it. But up until then, yo, cool. I'm Crosby. I do get it X, Y, and Z.
yes. Hey.
Nah, for real. What was the question again, or what was the prompt?
It said I stopped explaining myself when I realized other people only understand from their level of perception.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It really, and that was something that I had to struggle with because, like I said before, believe it or not, like I do care, like what people, well, not everybody, but like at least those that I have a connection with, I
Mm-hmm.
do care about how, they feel, and like if there's something that I did that might have, like, rubbed them the wrong way. But when it really comes to explaining myself, like that's to like a brick wall. Like, like I stopped explaining myself when people started telling me that there's some individuals out here that think I'm casting spells on them. Like they really thought that I was going out of my way to put a bunch of stuff together and just like mess with their life. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like I put it in poems, but like anybody who was ever into that, like they know, like it takes work, it takes money, and it takes opening some gates that I'm not about to open just because you are
Yeah.
so trying to explain that, I'm not about to hurt my head trying to explain that I'm not out here casting spells on people. If anything, I'm fucking praying for you. Let's start there. But
Mm,
like it's just when you realize that, like, they don't even have the capacity to understand where you're coming from. Like, bro, it brought me to tears one time. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I'm getting real vulnerable right now because, like, I realized just how much people would do to misinterpret you. Like, they will make it their business to not understand where you're coming from. And it's so frustrating. I used to be the person I would punch you in the face first. But
mm,
now I can't do that because that's not who I am. So it's like I now have to find a way to, or not even, I just have to walk away now. Because at first I was trying to find ways to explain myself without jumping into that character that they're trying to put me into. But now
mm.
it's just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you pray 5 times a day now. Like I'm not about to explain that I'm not casting, like that's you.
Yes.
Everything that's going on in your life is you. That's your karma. I don't have anything to do with it. Like, what do I look like? What do I look like spending $600-700 on supplies for you?
Mm,
It don't it's just a no. So no, I do not explain myself no more. I'm working on not getting aggravated and angry when I hear some things, because it's like It's like, bro, like you really think that I'm that type of person? And it's not
Mm,
even just from you being around me, it's from you listening to it. Can I be rude to idiots? Like you have to be dumb to really think that I'm out here just like doing it because what? Like what did you even do to me? What did you do to me to want me to like it just don't make no sense. But yeah,
yeah.
no, that's where I'm coming from. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I had to let that out.
No,
I'm
you're
not
fine.
casting spells on anybody.
You're fine.
Thank you. My
No, you're
God.
fine. I think we judge what we don't understand,
No,
and
they
I've
fear what they don't understand.
yeah, and people judge too because I've had to learn like I can't explain myself to someone who is committed to misunderstanding me because like you said they will go out their way to people will go out their way to make you the villain in their story to make it make sense and they won't even tell what they did wrong and I had to learn stop explaining yourself. If you have to explain yourself a second time, shut the fuck up. That's what I've
Mm.
had to tell myself because you just go back and forth and now y'all both look like fools. But this person, like no matter what you say, but see, as a recovering people pleaser, you want to be liked. You have this attachment that I have to be everyone's cup of tea, and you're not. You're not. Just like art, you're subjective as well. So yeah, listen. Thank you for clearing that up. It's always a safe
No
space. Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Listen,
I'm praying for you. I promise. I promise you I'm praying. If anything's going, it's because it's not meant for you. You're
mm.
welcome. Amen.
Hey. Oh, I thought Carl was about to say something. Okay. All right. So next picture. They said 5 things to work on. Accept what is. There's no point in wishing your reality was something else. Start where you are with what you have. Let them. That's the second one. If they want to leave, let them. If they want to be unhappy, let them. Let it go. When someone triggers you, just let it go. They're only showing you where you still need to heal. And trust in timing. Believe that things happen exactly when it's best for you. Now, I know that was a lot, so y'all ain't got to go through all of them, but whatever stuck out to you, what's your perception?
Can you read them just one more time?
Sure, sure, sure. I know.
I got a short
Five
attention
things to
span.
work
Sure.
on. Accept what is. There's no point in wishing your reality was something else. Start where you are with what you have. Let them. If they want to leave, let them. If they want to be unhappy, let them. Let it go. When someone triggers you, just let it go. They're only showing you where you still need to heal. And trust in timing. Believe that things happen exactly when it's best for you.
Okay. I want to speak to when someone triggers you, let it go. Cause again, that's something that I'm actively working on because I came from a very active, not just childhood, early adulthood, and we can even go back 5 years from now. I was very active. Like if something happened, my hands were on it, type of
Mm,
energy. So now, I mean, I'll be honest, the healthiest outlet I found is crying about it. Like I no longer get angry anymore. When I do get angry, I definitely bust a tear or two because it's like again, I don't know what else to do in that moment because it's
yep.
like if I'm triggered and I'm a survivor of a lot, like I got PTSD, OCD, ADHD, you name it, there's a good chance that I'm like somewhere on that chart. So when I'm
Mm,
triggered, my mind, it wants to burn everything down. Like literally
mm,
everything must go up in flames before I'm okay. And when I tell you accepting the fact that I can't do that, that I can't do that, that I have to suck it up. I have
mm,
to suck it up and I have to move on. That's one of the hardest things that
mm,
I've ever had to do in my entire life. Like, and it's just like I'm glad you brought this up because again, I'm getting vulnerable and like a little bit emotional because like I hate it. I hate that
mm,
I can't do I hate that I can't punch you in your face. I hate that I can't do something about this because that's not who I am anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
there's no good in that. There's no positivity. There's nothing prominent in causing harm and causing violence. So I
Yes.
just I just have to cry about it. And then even after that, like I mean, don't get me wrong, I get rewarded. Oh my God. I could literally pinpoint every time I wanted to spaz, I wanted to go crazy, and I didn't. And I
Mm,
got rewarded for it. Like literally probably 20 minutes later, something miraculous happens. So letting it go is very important, bro. Like you just gotta let it go at this point, because it'll never be the same. Like even when you talk about it, like it'll always take you a step up, because every time you talk about it you remember something else, so now it just like keeps going up until you have to rectify it in the way
yes.
that the energy that was accumulated in the conversation wants to rectify it. And like that's where shit gets crazy. So you have to like really, honestly, I cry it out. Like we're made
Yes.
of what 80% water, 78% water. I bust a tear.
Yeah.
Don't go crazy. Don't get angry. Just cry it out and move on. And then and trust the timing. That goes right into what I was saying. Trusting the timing is, or I'll let you go first, Crosby, and then I'll go back to that. I don't want to dominate.
You fine. You fine.
I know, but like I don't want to dominate.
Mm. No, yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like with let it go, trust the timing. Those two in specific is just like I can't harbor. I feel like after a while, beef dies. Like beef or problems with everything, it dies. Depending on what it is. Some don't get me wrong. Some issues and some situations are long lasting. Fine, that's cool. But other times it just be like I can't harbor this hate for you for the rest of my life. Like I gotta learn how to let it go and just be like, all right, cool. If I see you, sorry. If I see you on the street, then I see you on the street. I'm not about to go out and go wait like lurk your house and stuff like that. I got my own shit to do. And
Yeah.
at that same time, um everything like it's timing and stuff is just like the second I let it go and I just be like, bro, I forgive. Yeah, I forgive. I don't not obviously not forgive you, but you know, I forgive you, but I don't forget. Cool. The second I accept that about you, and then I forgive myself, cool. Like, cause I had to realize that about situations like now. Like, I used to harbor a lot of hate and a lot of animosity for different situations, and then I was like, bro, honestly, solid. You did it. Got it. Like, you did it. I'm not even gonna like press it or none. And the second I admitted that and I was able to like allow myself to like just do that, I started realizing, oh shit, I start my everything started getting better. Life, poetry. I started getting more events. Started getting like sun got brighter and shit. Like literally, I was in a situation and then like I let it go. It became 90 degrees the same day. I was like, damn, look at Jesus.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
Love it. Did you want to go back to what you were saying about the trusting the
Oh
timing?
yeah, trust and timing. Yeah, because those are things that I really struggle with. Like, oh my God, because I used to be really big on like manipulating energy and like making things happen for me. That I kind of stepped out of the what would you call that, I stepped out of the, I guess, proper timeline. I can't think of the right word, but I stepped out of said timeline. And because of that, things didn't add up. Like they were there, they just weren't, like I would get, oh my God, I would get something 3 months before I was actually ready for it and end up losing it anyway. Because it's just not, the timing isn't right. Like you can have it, but you won't keep it because it's not like this is not the time. Yo, thank you so much, Complex, because like I'm just going through all of these things because like I'm very like I want it now. Like if
Yes.
I want something and I can make it happen, or like there's ways to make it happen, I'm going to make it happen. But
Mm,
man, when I tell you, like I really stepped back and just like, I let God do it. And it's just like, yeah, trusting that process, is, oh my God, I can't even put into words how like prominent, just trusting the process and trusting the timing is. Because it's
Yes.
like I'll be sitting here for like 3 maybe 4 weeks, nothing happened, and then I go to the poppy store real quick, and literally everything I asked for by the time I get to the door is on my phone, and it's like,
Mm.
yeah, I'm grateful for this. Like you got me thinking. I'm gonna have to go for a walk after this.
I appreciate that. And thank y'all too, because what stood out for me is trusting the timing, right? But it's like both of y'all said, right? Like when you let something go, rewards do come because with elevation comes elimination, and sometimes that mean a lot of times that means cutting off the old version of you that allowed the disrespect or would react to the disrespect. I have to learn that everyone is not my God, so don't let them get me out of character, but letting go of the control of how I want life to look because God is always going to give me what I need before what I want. And
Mm.
like when I say teach me patience, a lot of times I be behind slow ass drivers and that grinds my gears on the how like get the fuck out the way and then realize this person probably protected me from an accident. So
Mm.
just learning to trust the timing because I'm the same way. I can be like intimate relationships. I was very forceful with it, like intentionally going on dating apps, knowing that was not, what I'm saying, in alignment for me. But it's like, oh, I want that. But then it's like this last relationship taught me it actually feels good to naturally just run across somebody at a poetry show and you know what I'm saying, like get to know them. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really have to force, just let it naturally align. So I've been sitting back. I'm even gonna go sit by water and just watch how that flows. I feel like you can learn. What you observe, you absorb. No, I'm sorry, what you observe, you absorb, and you become. So I'm gonna go look at water and learn how to trust the flow and just
Mm.
trust the process. I have to tell myself that because I'm an overthinker. I have a hard time letting things go because it'll still sit rent free in my head, and I have to talk about it. Like how you said you cry. I cry, but I also have to talk about it so I can understand it instead of just holding on to the betrayal. Because I have to learn to give people rooms to fail me. And I mean, not ones that are just like taking advantage, but understanding that people are human and they're not always going to do things right. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like they may, not be able to always come through for you. Give them grace. Don't cut them off. But when it's a person that is just taking, taking, taking and not giving anything back, run, get the hell out of there. So
Mm.
that's my take. Um, I thought I had a fifth question. I thought I had a fifth picture. That picture deleted. So we're gonna go into the last segment, triggering timelines. So this is just words, okay? I'm gonna say a word, and you tell me where you think your attachment style is with it, okay? So the first one is music. Where do you think your attachment style is? Do you have a secure attachment style with music? Okay.
Yeah. Or you can
Mm.
go ahead, Crosby. You're the
You're
artist.
a music kid, yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say like I have a secure attachment with music. It's just more as though like, bro, don't play a song I played you for somebody else. Like, if I showed you my favorite song, or if I showed you just like we have a memory attached to a song, like I'll say as like a lot of people do. I have an attachment to like Frank Ocean Blonde, that whole album. So
Mm.
it's
Mm.
like genuinely, if you like, if you play if you play Pyramids with some other nigga, I'm just gonna assume that like you just never liked me. Cause like what the fuck?
That's
Now
valid
you
though.
working
That's
at the
valid.
pyramids tonight. Now you're
Mm.
going back to the pyramids tonight? Like what are we doing? You showing else? You going there with somebody else? What are we doing
Hey
here?
yo.
So it's like I would say it's like secure because it's like, bro, like I showed you that song, I gave it to you, and now we both enjoy that song together. And you're
Mm.
just enjoying it with somebody else. That hurts. I hate that.
Mm.
Hey yo.
No, I resonate with that 1,000%. 1,000%. I would still say that my attachment style to music is secure. Music is really what I use to, like get my mind off of certain things. Like I can do so much with a playlist that I couldn't do without one. So I would
Mm.
say I have a secure attachment to me. I love music. I love all kinds of music. Yeah.
I love both of y'all answer because I don't like to dedicate songs to people because when they're no longer here, I want to be able to still listen to the song and not think about them. But hey,
Mm.
um, I
I said
love
that in
music.
a poem. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Mhm.
music too. I used to listen to it 95% of the time. I had to go to sleep to music. But nowadays I think that I'm starting to become avoidant with it. Like sometimes I want to listen to music and I'm like, I just want to watch TV. I'm gonna just listen to you later. Like I still listen to music when I'm in the shower. I don't listen to it when I go to sleep. I don't listen to it while I'm at home working. I'm watching TV shows that I've seen over and over again. Sometimes I don't listen to it in the car when I want to, but then someone call, oh, let me answer. And it's like, no, this is my me time. So it ain't as secure as it used to be, but music will always have a place in my heart. I'm just getting some shit together with it. Oh, Carl, you about to say something? Oh no, I thought you were about to take it off mute.
Um, I would say like I agree with all that. I agree with all with everything that everybody's saying because I feel like just like how words can hold power, music can hold power, and it'd be like, oh man, this is my favorite song of my ex. Now I'll be like, now I got to turn off Adele.
Yeah,
Like
Not
I had like I'm gonna be
Adele.
honest, I had to learn to like I can't listen to like my favorite artists or like a lot of things with a lot of people because then it'd be like, all right, how'd I get this song? Oh, this came from X, Y, and Z. Yeah, fuck that bitch. And it'd be
Mm.
like, bro, like now I gotta turn off this song. So it's like I joke with Koya about this every day. I don't listen to Adele with Koya. Like I wish ooh an Adele song come on and I just skip.
Skip.
Yeah, let's listen to Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, yeah.
Oh
Hey
my
yo.
god.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Next one. Flaws with self. Where's your attachment style when it comes to flaws about you?
Fearful,
Mm.
disorganized, like for sure.
Same.
Um, yeah, very high anxiety, very high avoidance. I don't want to think about it.
Mm.
Um, it gets me in a place that I don't like to be. I understand that sometimes I gotta be there, but like I don't like to be there. Like if I had to choose what to focus on, it wouldn't be that for
Mm.
sure. For sure.
I respect that. You
Yeah.
said same, Crosby?
Same, because I feel like when it comes to like my flaws, I feel like what the worst part about my flaws is I need somebody else to show them to me before I
Mm.
actually realize it. Because like I had to realize like a lot of my a lot of ways I show like my affection and I show that I care about a person really was like from like I don't talk that much. So like with a lot of things it'd be like I don't like for instance I buy flowers, but it'd be like, oh yeah, I won't buy flowers every day type of thing.
Mm.
But it's like, hey, like I realized, hey, we've been dating for like 5 months or whatever. And it would be nice to get some flowers and it'll be like, don't worry, they're coming. And it'll be like one of those like the more you ask, the
The
more I
less this
just
can
won't.
happen.
Yeah, and it'd be like, oh damn, that's actually kind of fucked up, and that's actually kind of wrong. And so it'd be like, I just noticed that like, so I made it a rule for myself, like, like I made it a rule for myself. Whenever I'm in an area, like I'm at a gas station, right?
Yeah.
I'm already getting gas or whatever, and they got like just the random roses that are just off to the side. Hey, yo, let me just get a rose.
Yeah.
You're already putting like you're already paying $4 for gas. Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a real shit. Listen, I'm the same with y'all. My flaws, especially like my weight. Like I can look at myself in the mirror. There was a time where if you looked on my Facebook, you did not see pictures, like full body pictures of me, because I suffer from body dysmorphia. Always being told that I was fat, and I look back at old pictures, like I would give anything to have that body. I is I still kind of cringe when I see myself on camera, but I do know that the camera adds 10 pounds. Because when I be like, I looked in the mirror, okay, I was not that big, you know what I'm saying? But okay, camera, what the fuck you trying to say? You just a hating ass. So I'm very disorganized with it, and sometimes I really have to affirm myself, and I have to think about validation I got from other people, because when I go through breakups, I tend to equate their absence with my worth, and that's not good. That's
Girl.
it's not good. It's not. Yeah. Which about to say,
Woo.
Queen?
I don't even got nothing left to drink to that. Um,
It's not. It's
mm,
not good. It's not. So
mm.
I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
You and me both, for real.
Okay. Next one. Flow of life. How are you with flow of life? Trust in the process. I'm mad y'all both looked away.
Now I'm looking at my notes. I'm trying to
Okay.
see which one.
Um, I'm not gonna lie. For me, like I definitely hate. Look, I hate the flow of life.
Mm,
Like I hate because it'd be like I keep saying this. I say this constantly, right? I don't like. I know everything got a plan. I'm away for like I constantly manifest $1 million and all this stuff, right? But it would be nice. Not saying it needs to happen, but it would be nice if randomly, right? Like them stories that be like, oh yeah, my bank accidentally added $1,000 to my bank account. It would be nice if it would be like, hey, you mean just sprinkle a little something? Oh yeah, my job overpaid me. Oh, something on my check. Great.
Mm.
mm,
Listen, like I'm not gonna lie, it's been like that before, and it's just been like, all right, cool. I gotten like when them random moments where you're like, huh, I got $100 in my cash app. Don't know where the $100 came from. Not gonna question it. I'm just gonna keep going.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
And
for
it'd be like
real.
with the
That's
flow of life.
exactly.
I don't know which level of attachment that is, but
Mhm.
it just be like, all right, cool. I really hate it sometimes.
I respect that. I do. Queen.
Um, mine would be definitely preoccupied and anxious.
mm,
Oh wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to choose. I would say because I do have a positive outlook on myself. Not
yes.
not so much. You know what? No, you know what? Preoccupied,
Okay.
preoccupied. Because with the flow of life, how can I put this? Accepting and trusting the process. But with trusting the process, it does in turn make me feel a little insecure about like my thought process,
Mm,
because if I don't feel it, but I'm trusting the process. How can I put this? That's like telling God to bake you a cake, and then like you have the cake, but you don't know the flavor. It's just icing over it. Like you know that it's gonna taste good because it came from God, but like, is it gonna taste good and teach me a lesson? Like, am
mm,
I gonna learn something from this? Am I gonna lose something from this? So it does definitely put me in an anxious yeah, it definitely does put me in an anxious, preoccupied. Because even with trust in the process, like I do desire closeness with the people that I come across. Because when I tell myself, or when I ask for something, when I pray for something, and then people start coming, I'm like, okay, this is it.
mm,
This is the one. That's the one. But then it's like, is it? And then I get all weird with it. Become
mm.
yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely anxious about the flow of life for sure.
I respect that. I like both your answers because I feel like I'm fearful, avoidant, disorganized. Really
Mm.
am. I will practice saying I want to quit my job, but I'm scared to do it because I know my spirit is too big for a 9 to 5. I let me say this: I love the pay of my job, but it's depressing. It
Mm,
makes me scared to get older because I work with a lot of elderly people, and it's scary that when they die, I'm so desensitized that I don't even stop to cry. I just feel like, okay, let's close the case. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I have not made that step to walk away.
mm,
Um, Disorganized with trusting the flow of life, that everything's going to work out. So I realized, just hearing you talk, just hearing both of y'all talk, I do this thing where I've been in one-sided relationships a long time. 2024 is when I started coming around people who really celebrated me.
mm,
And when you've been around one-sided relationships, you start to question. It's like that trust issue that you talked about, Queen. But when I get like that, I start to say, what have they shown me so far? Because the
Mm.
mind can tell you some lies. I think I need to do that with God. What has He shown me so far? You know what I'm saying? So I need to work on that. I'm fearful, disorganized. I'm complex, baby.
I feel that. I feel that. I'm here with you. I'll hold your hand.
Okay, we got two more. Second from last, confrontation. Where is your attachment style when it comes to confrontation?
You can go first, Crosby.
Me personally, when it comes to confrontation, it really depends on how you go about it. Like,
Mm,
I feel like some situations it'd be like last, like I could actually, this is actually an interesting thing. Like with my, like a couple of my guy friends, right? Last night I was at this open mic with Koya, and one of my guy friends had made a, mind you, he didn't take, I didn't take it no type of way, but it was like one of the type of things that's like I just talked to him and I'm like, hey, I didn't like a joke that you made towards me and Koya or whatever. It wasn't like a disrespectful joke. It was just
mm,
like a joke that was like,
Rubbed you
hey,
the
I
wrong
just
way.
want to, yeah, like I just like, just let me just set this straight and just be like, yo, you mean or
yep.
whatever. Um, and it was just like, yo, come to you real P. We're both guys. We both respect each other. And it's like, bro, I'm not gonna disrespect you in the sense of, oh yeah, da, 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 da. No, like,
Mhm.
no. We're both friends. We both see each other in the same community. We're not about to hit about it or go crash about it. Cause I feel like that's how a lot of realistically, that's how a lot of situations get bigger
Mm.
than what they actually are. Like that's how a lot of people be like, oh yeah, fuck the ops. Oh, why the fuck the ops now? Y'all used to be cool. And then you hear the
Mm.
situation. Now it's like, bro, that's not nothing to say fuck the ops for.
That
Mm.
part? Who that part?
I'm
How,
done. I just got. Oh, charge my
no,
phone real quick.
okay, okay. I thank y'all. I know, like, I appreciate this.
No, of course. Okay, so confrontation. Who y'all? I don't like confrontation. I
Mm,
hate confrontation. I mean, like I talk a lot of shit and like I'll never back down when it comes to, standing on what I believe in. But when it comes to like aggression, it puts me in a place cuz like I don't know if you know Crosby, but you know my background complex. Like
yes.
certain things put me in the air where like if I have to fight for my life, I don't want to be in that situation. Like if I feel like I gotta fight for my life, I just want to avoid it altogether because at that point I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm
Yes.
definitely fearful, definitely fearful, avoidant, disorganized when it comes to confrontation because it's like I'm not a confrontational person. I mean, like, I'm vocal. I will say that. And I might even have some characteristics that people would mistake for confrontational because I'm very matter of fact. But
Mm,
I do not like confrontation, bro. I hate it. It's just like, like it PTSD heavy. So like, yeah, I'm very fearful of confrontation. I'm not fearful of defending myself, but like when it comes to like actually having to go toe to toe, I don't know what I do. I have no idea. So very, very fearful of confrontation. I do not like confrontation. I hate it.
I I definitely respect that and I understand because I feel like after leaving the toxic relationship, that's when my anger got more intense. Because I used to be a person that was afraid of confrontation, to where I just held my tongue and I would have this anxious feeling and this lump in my throat
Mm-hmm.
irritated
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But around 2024, God told me it was time to unblock my throat chakra. Like seriously, start speaking your truth because those who are really for you, they won't leave you when you speak your truth. But a lot of people did leave, you know what I'm saying, that were meant to leave because I knew that they weren't going to be able to handle this new version of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I've learned to be more assertive, right? If something bothers me, I've learned not to have this invisible calendar where I'm writing down all this stuff that you did and then I'm bringing it to you 6 months later and you don't even know what's going on. If it
Mm-hmm.
bothers me, give me a day. Or we gonna come back and talk about it. But if you're a person that shows me and like just in conversation that I can't talk to you, I think I just thank God for that discernment and just leave them alone. I know that falls into ghosting, but it's like if this person shows me like, and that can just be like in their everyday character, just talking to them. Because if you really sit back and listen to a person, they'll tell you who they are. So if this person can never hold themselves accountable on stories that they told me, 9 times out of 10, you
Mm.
might take what I'm saying. But if it's somebody that okay, we can have uncomfortable conversation and it's not going left, like how you said, where like I don't know if you about to bring this beast out of me. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect you even more because I require uncomfortable conversations to grow. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to
That's
hear.
the worst. Don't ever tell me what I want to hear, because like that'll just telling me what I want to hear is like it's how do you even know that you don't even know that that's what I want to hear? Like, because it's not what I want to hear. I want to hear the truth. I want to
Hmm.
hear the truth. I don't want to hear that. Like, what makes you think that I want to hear that? You know? So yeah, no, it's never. You never say what I want to hear because you don't know
Tell me
what I
what.
want to hear. You think you know what I want to hear. I want to hear the truth. That's
Yes.
all.
Tell me what I need to hear for my growth.
Yeah.
I feel I 100% agree with that because I feel like that's why I feel like that's why a lot of stuff happens. Like no matter how you want to take it, like music wise, poetry wise, social wise. That's why a lot of poets or a lot of artists or in general they make music that's like, yo, you're better than this. You're better
Mm,
because I had to realize that about myself too. Like genuinely, it was like one time that was like actually it happened recently. I was in Baltimore for Charm City Slam workshop, and I don't know if y'all know who Black Chakra is, number
yes.
Yeah.
one slammer
Hmm.
in like the country or whatever. I was doing my fan favorite poem, different day, same shit, different day, brand new black, different day. And like I
Yeah.
was doing that in front of him, and he asked me straight, like, "Yo, what do you want me to feel from this?" And I was just sitting there dumbfounded, and I'm like, I don't know, like
Mm,
I don't know
Hmm.
how I want to perform this. And it's like genuinely, I would not like I'm like we live in a city of a lot of yes men, but a lot of us sound the same when it comes to art, not in our art. And it'd be like genuinely, we all feel comfortable with this, and we all feel like, yo, as long as it matches this sound or it matches stuff that we like to hear, we realize, oh shit, I like it a little bit more. I like this a little bit more, or I like this to conform to the sound. So when you
mm,
get around people that's like, yo, I want to see you better. Oh, I know you can do better. So I'm gonna tell you all this, have these hard conversations with you to like see you grow and to see you develop in your craft and everything about it.
mm. I respect that
Hmm.
because I'll be honest with you. I still suck at taking constructive criticism about my art. I will take what I need from it, but I think I battle with. I used to let people think for me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? My grandmother was very overprotective. God bless her, but I understand because of what she's seen in her time. She was born in the late 1940s and she came from Montgomery, Alabama. So she knows how ugly the world can be and she was very protective and like she didn't know how to tell us, like help us. She just did it for us. So she thought for us as well. But it's like now when I hear constructive criticism, I feel like, oh, I did something wrong. No. You know what I'm saying? Like you can take what you want from it. So I'm still working on that. But if I go to somebody for some feedback and you tell me, listen, and it may hurt my feelings, but hey, I asked, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sit back and process what I need to take from it. But I'm not open to people that I didn't ask just coming up to me.
I
I
was just about to took it right out my head.
said no. You elaborate, Queen.
Oh well, so I'm an actress. I went to school for performing arts. I literally have a bachelor's in performing arts.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't ask you, don't bring it up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because like I actually had to be judged by people, and I'm gonna say this with my chest. I had to be judged by people with certain credential, with certain criteria. So like that's what I was judged on. I don't have it in me to be judged off of someone who can't really show me what it is that they've accumulated in at least my field. Like poetry is something completely different. I can't really speak to that because like I don't really know the poets like that. But I got a I mean I'm tooting my own horn here, but I got a 3.6 GPA. I graduated from with performing arts with honors. Okay, so if I didn't ask you, best believe I'm gonna let you know that I didn't ask you. And it's gonna take a lot for me to even come and ask you, because like there are some people, I'm not gonna lie, like there are some banging ass poets that I really like, that I humbled myself and I was like, so like, did you like it? Type of energy, but like when it comes to constructive criticism, not everybody's a constructor. Not
Yeah.
everybody's a judge. Not everybody has the capacity to actually sit and like mentally, you know, grasp what needs to be done to actually judge somebody's art. Because like
Mm,
they'll go by, and this is what upsets me the most, they'll go by, honestly, they'll go by their own perception. They'll go
mm,
as far as they're capable. And that's where I'm like, okay, well, who raised that? Where did you get that from to have that, to even have a say in this? And I say that with respect,
mm,
because at the end of the day, I'm seeing some things, and it's like, they call it constructive, but it's giving that, it's just it's like a projection. And it's
mm,
like, if you don't have it, like if you're not, and it's important, like you can't just be around all the
mm,
time, like you have to have something backing you. And if you don't have something backing you, then you can't back me. That's
mm.
that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, for
Yeah.
real, bro, 4 years, 4 years of performing arts. Okay, no, not anybody. It can't be just anybody. Like, you gotta show me something. And I'm not talking about a million followers either. Okay, like I need to, you know what I mean? I need to see something. I need to see credentials. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Okay, last one, and then I'm gonna have y'all plug yourself, and then I'm gonna stop recording. Last one, living in the present moment. Where's your attachment style with that?
Hmm.
Secure,
Huh? Secure?
secure.
Okay. Okay. Listen, teach me. Because, baby, I'm
What was
always
it again?
living in the present moment because I'm
Oh.
always daydreaming. I barely embrace the day until it's over. Like, damn, I had fun yesterday.
Did you
I
want to
think of
let?
it
Yeah.
more. I think of
Mhm,
it more as like I'm secure and living in the moment because like I'll look for like I'll enjoy moments. It's just like I'll be genuinely looking forward like this. I genuinely was looking forward, not was, but I was all week like I was genuinely looking forward to it. And every
mhm,
time like you complex would DM me and like just to remind like, hey, can you just do this and the third? Hey, this is what I'm looking for the for the talk or whatever. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm really excited about this conversation. So when I'm
yeah.
genuinely living in the moment and like I'm actually enjoying my time. I don't really like. Yeah, I can joke about like, oh yeah, y'all remember when this and the third happened? Yeah, that was fun time. But like right now, I gotta live in the moment and I gotta enjoy this moment, make more memories.
Mm,
And even if something bad happens at this moment, I can just take that and be like, all right, cool. Let me go handle that. Let me go
mm,
do this. Let me not let this fuck up. Like, yeah, this like hypothetically, let's say hypothetically, knock on wood, this doesn't happen. Electric goes out or whatever, right?
yeah.
And like I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. I gotta exit out this off this interview early or and handle this or whatever. Cool. It
Yep.
was fun while it lasted. All right, that was fucked up. I gotta handle this, but at least I had my fun while it was still there.
Shh. Yeah, listen, I respect that. And thank you. That means a lot. Queen, you want me to answer or?
No, I'm good. I had something in
Okay.
my eye.
Okay.
I would say if I had to choose, I would definitely say secure.
Mm.
Um, you know what? Go ahead, complex, because I gotta think about it. Like, do I live in the moment? Go ahead.
So for me, I think I am right up under secure. So that would be dismissive with it sometimes because I'm always daydreaming. Like this is something I've been doing since I was younger. And I even have in my prayer room, if you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you're living in the moment. I cause my own anxiety a lot of times because I'm always just thinking about the next thing instead of basking in what I prayed for months ago. Like living like okay, I'm enjoying myself right now, but it's like I need to learn how to bask in it, right? You know what I'm saying? Really hold on to the moment instead of thinking about it afterwards. It's kind of like when you go on a trip. Yeah, you're enjoying yourself, but like are you really enjoying, are you really allowing yourself to feel everything that's going on right then and there? Or are you thinking about what you got to do when you log into work next week? Are you thinking about, oh my God, it's all like I'm always thinking about, oh my God, like this vacation must be over, in the next 2 days. Focus on today. It ain't here yet because time moves by so fast. So I be thinking about it afterwards, like, damn, my mind is still there. So I'm still learning. So I guess I would say disorganized the more I think about it. I'm disorganized with it.
Yeah, I would say I'm a mixture of secure and possibly preoccupied.
Mm,
Um, Living in the moment, I don't avoid it. I don't avoid living in the moment, but like when I'm living in the moment, I do catch myself like, getting very, anxious, very jittery almost, because it's like my mind goes a mile a minute. My mind will go anywhere at any given moment. So it's like when I'm like actively living in the moment, it's different than what I'm used to now that I think about it. Cause I can say I live in the moment, but I don't think I do. Like I'm
yeah.
moving around, I'm getting things done in the moment. But am I here though? Like I had to think about that. Like, am I there? Like while I'm like, so yeah, I would say definitely preoccupied. Definitely
Mm,
preoccupied for sure. Yeah.
listen, Crosby, we need you to make a workshop on how to live in the moment. Okay, thank you.
Like, hello, we need you to make a whole
Don't worry,
workshop because
I
like
got
this
y'all.
nigga just
I'll teach y'all
chilling.
like how to like just not care.
Yes, shit,
Yeah.
I'll pay
I
you.
think
Fuck.
I think what it is for like a lot of us, because I've seen what it is. We always like are expecting the other shoe to drop when it just be like, no, there's no other shoe. Like we just it's just this. Like
Mm, mm,
so we always live on that because I think that's all like I don't have anxiety about certain stuff, but like when I do get anxious about stuff, it's because I like, everything's going good. I woke
mm,
up bed on the right time. I ordered food. It came on the right moment. Like, all right, cool, something bad about to happen. Then it'd be like, no, like genuinely, sometimes like
Mm,
you just have a like. I'm not gonna lie. We I think it's what society does. It's like you either have a bad day or you have a great day. No one ever
yes.
enjoys the mediocre days. The days
mm.
Mm.
is just like, oh, cool, my food. They gave me the wrong order, but they gave me a complimentary fry.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like it'd be stuff like that.
Man, listen, I respect that. Oh, that other waiting for other shoe to drop. That's real. That's definitely real. I have to get out of my head with that. Like everything's okay. Like when I start to feel anxious, like, oh, what if this happen? Everything's okay. Detach, and then 20 minutes later, everything is okay. So yeah, I can respect that. I definitely can. I thank y'all so much for this. Like I said, this will be up. I just gotta edit and I gotta add the intro to the, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it so I can let them know what to expect in this episode, and I'm gonna definitely send it out, do highlights and everything. I just want y'all to take your time and plug yourself. Let people know what y'all have coming up, where they can find you. I will definitely put y'all IG what's names in the comments when in the caption when I upload, so people can know where to follow y'all. But plug yourself. Whoever want to go first.
Probably you can go. I'm still trying to get this stuff on my
Oh man.
plate.
I got you. I got you. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at _CR0SBY. What I got coming up? I was gonna say August. July 25th. I'll be in Baltimore for the Hot Spit and SMS Poetry Summit. Pop up Speakeasy Poetry Slam. August. Hold on, because I don't remember
It's
none of the stuff
okay.
I got coming up.
It's okay.
That's no, I don't want to open Twitter. Okay. July 25th. You can catch me in Baltimore, Maryland. I'll be performing at SMS Poetry Summit and Hot Spit Speakeasy Poetry Slam. August 9th, I'll be performing for the Free Yourself LLC Poetry Slam on Instagram Live. And
Okay.
on August 17th, I'll be performing at Lay Whoopsies album release listening party. Um, Outside of that, you can come talk to me. I'll be at any open mic or any. Honestly, you can just catch me outside. Like oh yeah, you can always just see me.
Yes. I love it. Queen.
Okay, my name is Queen. I am a self-taught herbalist. I put herbs in everything. I make everything for any kind of ailment, anything that you're going through, whether it be mental, physical, spiritual. I have an herb for it. Definitely get with me. I've been out of the poetry scene for a couple of months, so I don't have too much going on, but I do have a feature on the 29th.
Yeah.
It's with the Naked Verse. It'll be in West Philly. I'll post about it once I get the flyer. And I have another feature in September though. So,
Yeah.
just follow me. You'll be able to see that as well. And I'm also available for features if anybody would like to put me on their stage. Um, I also host. I've done a couple of hosting jobs as well. Yeah, I'm down for a lot. So just contact me, see what it is. Let me hear it, and I'll let you know if I'm down. I do a lot of like wellness. Any wellness events, gatherings, you name it. I'm here.
Mm,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
and you
it.
can catch me on Instagram at QWEENZ247.
Yes. And I'm gonna definitely put their IGs in the caption so people can follow. You guys can follow me on IG at complex_angel90. I will actually be spotlight featuring the beautiful queen on August 31st. And then I'm gonna have Crosby towards the end of the year. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, we here with it. And the beautiful queen that we saw earlier, Koya, I will also be spotlight featuring her. Definitely a dope pin. Can't wait for y'all to see that. I have a mini feature set at Rhythm and Rotate. Lord Jesus, don't let me. August 22nd, I'll be in Scranton. I think it's Rhythm.
Oh, Rhythm and Rhymes.
Rhythm. I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna say Rhythm and Rotations. Rhythm and Rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
I will be there August 22nd. What else do I have coming up? I have a feature with Splash Squad in November at Puffin Poet in Lancaster. Um,
What?
Yes, yes. And what else do I have? Look, I'm like Crosby. I'm interviewing people. Look for more interviews, more interviews to come and everything. Follow me, please. Subscribe to Is It Too Complex for You? It's in my bio on my link tree. I am trying to really make this a movement because we are always told we're too much, but we're not. It's just too complex for them. I also have bookmarks and merch. So, and I have a stimulate your mind question on the back. So, I thank y'all so much. Yeah, I'm going to stop the recording now. Let's see. All right. Okay. Yes.